Hi, welcome to Learning Microsoft Word with Great Tech Writer. I'm Jeff. In today's lesson, I'll show you 4 ways of creating superscripts and subscripts. Let's get started. I have selected 2 atomic symbols from chemistry for this lesson. First, open up your Word document, a new Word document. You'll see I've prepared my Word document just for time's sake. Okay. In our model for superscript, we have 2 superscript H. We will have to type in the characters in the order that we want them to appear in our document. So, 2 followed by a capital H. Now, since we're using the top menu bar first, we will select the number 2, since that must be superscripted. We will come up to the top menu bar, look for Format, click on Format, and in the drop-down list, you will look for the word Font, and you click on Font. That pulls up the Font menu bar. In the Font menu bar, look for the word Effects in bold, and you have 7 options. Look for Superscript and click that box, and then click OK. And you see that automatically superscripts are number 2. Let's do the same thing for the subscript. Our subscript formula is H, type the number 2, and then O. We will have to select the number 2, highlight the number 2, then come up to the top menu bar, look for Format, click Font, and under the Font menu, pop-up menu bar, look for Effects Subscript, and then click the OK button. All right, that's how you do it using the top menu bar. Let's do superscript and subscript using the toolbar. We will select the number 2, and we'll come up to the top, the toolbar, which is this area of Word here, and you'll see lots of buttons, and when you move the cursors over, they gray out. But right here you see the X with a blue superscript. That's the one we're going to choose. And we click that, and it changes. Now notice, it also stays gray. So if something is superscripted, it will show you, it will indicate that by being gray. If you click over outside of that, and this button no longer is gray, showing you that it's normal characters. Okay, if you aren't sure of what a button's function is, just by hovering your cursor over the button, holding the cursor over the button, you will see a word appears that tells you what that function, what that button's name is, and what its function is. Okay, so here we have subscript. So we're going to use that button. Now, we will select our number 2 under the subscript toolbar, and we'll come up to the toolbar and click subscript. Now for the third method. For those with a mouse that has both left and right buttons, this will work. You will select the number 2 and then right click. Then look for the word Font and click that, and then that pulls up the Font pop-up menu, and you will look for Effects and click Superscript. Now, you don't have to always move your hand over to the mouse and then click the OK button. Notice that the OK button is highlighted in blue. When you see this, instead of moving your mouse over to the your hand over to the mouse, you can just click. You can just type the return or enter key, as I'll do now. And that automatically tells the computer, okay, go ahead and perform that function. Let's do that similar process, but with subscripts. So we'll select number 2. We will right click, look for Font, click that, wait for the pop-up menu to appear, choose Subscript, and we will type the return key. And you have now learned the right click method. For the final method, the fourth method, we will use hotkeys. If you aren't familiar with hotkeys are another way of making your work, another way of expediting your work, making you more efficient and saving you time. First, select number 2, and notice that when we use the right click, we to pull up this menu bar here. This is the right click menu bar. Across from the word font, we see 2 symbols. We see a capital letter D, and for those who have an Apple, you see this symbol, which is the command symbol. Now, if you have a PC computer, you will have a C control, CNTL, I believe it is. What this tells us to do is, with our character selected, highlighted, hold down, for Apple users, hold down the command key and type D. For those with PC, you will hold down the control key on your keyboard and type the letter D. That pulls up the top menu pop-up, that pulls up the font pop-up bar menu, and you will choose Effect Superscript, and then click OK. And we will do the same thing. We will select the number 2. Apple users, hold down the command key while you type D. PC users, hold down the control key while you type letter D. And wait for the font pop-up menu to appear. Choose Effects, Subscript, and then click the return key. Those are the 4 ways of creating superscripts and subscripts in Word. Let's review. In this lesson, we learned 4 different ways of creating superscripts and subscripts in Microsoft Word. The first way was using the top menu bar. The second way involved using the superscript and subscript buttons inside the toolbar. The third way involved using right clicks on our mouse. And the fourth way involved using hot keystrokes, which were for Apple users holding down the command key and typing letter D, and for PC users holding down the control key and typing letter D. That gave us our maximum efficiency. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If so, like it and leave a comment. And if you haven't already, subscribe so that you don't miss any future videos. Thanks for joining Learning Microsoft Word with Great Tech Writer. I'm Jeff. See you next time. Bye.